Hello. Oh. Sorry about that. My electricity actually went off for a little while earlier today, and in doing so, yeah, it messed with the mic. Whoops. But anyways, hello everyone. But yeah, mic's back to normal, or should be now, right? Everything sounds fine now. Check, 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 and 1 2 1 2. But yeah, the electricity went off for about an hour or two earlier, and yeah, that will do that. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello. Let me start from the top. So today, what are we doing? It's Guild War, week 116, day 6. So we got Blue Guild War today. We're also going to be doing 3 XP boosters today. We also have to go finish up Under Spire, and we should be good to go from there. Anyways, let's first, before we go into Guild War and everything, go over all the weekly spoilers. But before that, let's go say all the hellos. Hello, Bill. Hello, I'm Mr. Z. Hello, yeah. Hello, Lester. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Genki. Hello, yeah. Hello, Lester. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Draco. Hello, Imperial. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I don't think I have the thingy open. Let's see. Where is... Oh, yeah, wasn't the browser not working properly for us earlier? Oh, let's hope it's working now. Alright, let's see. Let's go to good old Gems of War. I know, Steam's thing is really finicky sometimes. Sometimes it wants to work. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. Luckily, it's working right now. So, what do we have? The Ice Scream. So, we have a Mist of Scales event. 12 mana cost, green-red. Elemental monster. Elemental being pretty nice typing. It gets to steal 6 mana from an enemy, and there's a 5% chance to devour them for each point of mana drained. Okay, so he only does 6. So the max he could do is 30%. And of course, anything that has immune, you can't do it on. He has Impervious and Death Touch. It's an interesting combination. I just don't really foresee this being used much. It's not bad. Like, this in a stronger version as a mythic, but scaled up on everything, could actually be kind of good. But it doesn't drain enough mana for every other aspect to work. Like, it being able to devour into Impervious into Death Touch is kind of nice. Venom's a little weird just to have there, but sure. Like, that combination is kind of nice, but only 30% max. And if they have immune, 0%. That's not that good. Like, his ability literally does nothing if they have immune to mana drain. So if they have Bless, or, you know, simply just immune to mana drain in any way, shape, or form, then this does absolutely nothing. So, yeah, he's just not going to do anything. He's just not going to do enough. I guess it could be used as like a mini early game devourer, but we already have better things than that. Even Gluttony can end up doing that better with all his mana accumulation and everything. Like, this has no follow-up. Like, this ability scaled up with no follow-up is fine. This ability this low with no follow-up, really bad. Even lower rarity stuff like Gluttony and such is so much better than it because of it. Other than that, we do have ourselves a Doom event, Green Doom specifically, so we are getting the green ring. I think we only have 2 more left. I can't remember what colors we haven't gotten, but I believe there's only 2 more rings left, which means by early next year, we should see the new Doom weapon, as we'll have, actually, even end of this year? Well, at some point pretty soon we should. I believe we only have 2 more rings to go cycle through. But it does the same thing that they always do, just this one's for green. For the most part, the rings aren't that particularly good. Though green is one of the more noteworthy ones in that the synergy that it has. Actually, probably brown has a little bit more synergy. I'm not sure. Obviously, green has things like Rowan and such. I guess blue could be interesting too, depending on where it goes. But, you know, this mostly has like the Rowan synergy and everything like that. So, because one of its main things other than magic is that it gives armor. And of course, Rowan benefits greatly from that armor. But I don't feel like it's enough of a boost to really bother going for, especially for its mana cost, especially for only using one single color like that. And the fact that there's other hero weapons, of course. They are changing up the trial, of course, as they have been for a lot of these. We have seen when we get a repeat one that they don't end up changing the trial again, so it looks like they're changing it once for every single kingdom and then leaving as that. But, I don't think this makes it that much easier. Because what's the trial team for it right now, Mist of Scales? If we go check Mist of Scales right now, what is the exact team that we have access to? Let's see. Oh! I can't even check. I actually have all of Mist of Scales completed. Oh, I can't even see what the current team is. Oh, no. This doesn't normally happen because normally I have it, like, partially completed. But because we actually have the entirety of Mist of Scales completed, I can't actually see what the current team is. Oh, well, I don't even know if it's better or not. Let's hope it is. It normally is. Let's just hope. Because, yeah, I can't even see. Oh, well. Not that big a deal, though. Anyways. So, next. Let's go over to good old Terran's world. And see what we can get here. Up, wrong bar. TerransWorld.com. Alright, so, let me just check the little weekly spoiler thing real quick. So, events. Let's go through them real quick. So, Tower of Doom week. We got the... This is right week, right? Yeah. So, we have, Under Spire, of course, as per usual. Tower of Doom, which we just went over. Green Tower of Doom. Faction event, of course, for Mrs. Scales, which is the, Dark Pits. Pet Rescue for the Swampy, which I believe is Mrs. Scales bonus? Yeah, Mrs. Scales bonus. So, Mrs. Scales team bonus. Which is the better one of the bonuses. The Kingdom bonus is the strongest one. Thursday, of course, is just class event for the Assassin. That one with the 10% insta-kill on Skull. And then we just have a faction event on this Friday, which means we're getting a new Deep Delve troop. Which will be for... Let's see if it's Wild Court. I don't forget which one Wild Court is associated to. Let me go check real quick. Of course, that would be this one right here. Also, Wild Court is a really annoying place. Hopefully this one's actually usable. It deals magic plus 3 damage to an enemy boosted by Wild Core allies, which will always be your whole team in Pure Faction. And then it has a 4 times boost ratio. And then there is a 40% chance to summon another Feyhound. Wait, that's actually really good in the sense that this isn't an RNG roll. All the other ones have weird random transform. Oh, no. This is Wild Court. Never mind. I was thinking of... wrong one. Never mind. I was thinking of... Never mind. That one's going to be fine. It's probably not going to be used. I wasn't thinking of Wild Court. That one's you just solo it with the brown-green barrier guy. The one I was thinking of for whatever reason was Weirwoods. Never mind. I was going to say, that under the context of Weirwoods would be so good. But no, in the context of Wild Court, that's just pretty average. I'm not sure you'd even put that into your team. Because you literally only need one troop on your team, and it's not one brown-green that barriers itself and gains a billion attack and HP. So, yeah, this isn't probably going to be used. If it is, maybe we'll just shove like one copy in there. But I'm pretty sure you just run one of the tank into 3 to legend still. That's when the other ones man accumulate really well, in which case you run 1, 1, 2. But otherwise, it's just going to be the tank that auto wins into 3 of the legends to speed it up. Or you can literally just use 4 of the tank, and he's just so good, he'll kill everything. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's not going to get used. But it's another one for the Kingdom, if nothing else. Anyways, let's go now and actually go do some things. So, also, we might be getting a patch next week. We should be getting a patch very, very soon. Either any week within, like, the next 2-ish weeks or so. We should be getting a patch, which should be bringing in, like, the Halloween stuff, and then, you know, all the normal stuff they kind of do around this time. The mini patch likely isn't to do too much as far as content, but who knows, maybe it's the one that they finally add those dragons. As it has been about a year since they've added the gem dragon, so might be getting that next wave, as they are in the files. We just haven't gotten them yet. We can even see upgraded available for Soulforge, which isn't actually available. But it probably will be next patch. Soon, TM. Anyways. So, let's go start doing some things. It is Blue Guild War Day today, so let's go do Blue Guild War. We are currently on a perfect streak, so let's not fail now. We have an over 9,500 average every single day. And, yeah, let's go try to win. We are currently winning? Barely. No. Wait, we're actually slightly down. We are ever so barely slightly down. Because if we get our points right there, we're like 2,000 or 3,000 down, but they also did those 2 fights, so we're pretty much tied right now. Assuming our next person wins, which hopefully that'll be us. But assuming our next person wins, we are essentially tied in overall score, given number of battles. Just a matter of us doing the rest of the battles. Alright, anyways. Also, how did someone go 1-4? Oh no, that's scary. How bad are their teams today? Someone in our guild went 1-4. Not 4-1, 1-4. So far, we're on a perfect streak, so let's keep it that way. Actually, where is it? You can see our nice, shiny 9,500 average. Which, you know, that's not, like, super, super high, but it's always nice to try to aim for. And, yeah, we might get it. Actually, I think we're Paragon if we get it. I don't think anyone in our guild went flawless this week. Actually, no, Mountain Orphan did. But are we more flawless? No, actually, he might be. Oh, no, we actually will be. No, he will be. Wait. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, it's gonna be really close. We have to score really high today. Alright, Blue. What is our current Blue Guild War day? We might be, theory crafting a completely new team. Yeah, this team's not gonna score high. It will score safely, but it will not score high. But it is really good against this context of just hitting red, and we're kind of good to go. But then we have to deal with Essence of Evil. But then we just bless out of it. Because obviously we just target red, and we're pretty much good to go. Honestly, I kind of want to stick with this team. I think we're fine. We get that purple instantly. We get all that green going off of Beatrix. Biggest issue with this team is normally getting Beatrix mana. Once we have Beatrix mana, we're in the clear. The other issue is Beatrix missing. Is really, really, really bad. Let's see. You posted the Mist Trials team? Oh, what was it? Sorry, I missed it in chat. What was it? It is Venoxia, Stone Viper, Poison Master, and Steel Cobra. So Venoxia being pretty good in that. The rest being pretty average. So I'm not sure if that's a buff or a nerf. Also, hello Isabel. Hello Emanator. Who else says hello to? Hello Cookie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just reading back a little bit. Hello Mr. Jesse. Hello John. Hello Anthony. What's the most updated Guild War attack and defend teams you have? The most updated? I'm not sure what you mean by most updated. I'd probably say our Red Guild War team. Because Guild War Red Day has changed the most over time than, like, any other day. Like, Guild War Red Day back in the day used to, I would definitively say, be, like, the hardest day. Nowadays, it's not so much the case. Because back in the day, it, like, lacked, like, proper tanks, and the tanks it did have were just awful. But now you can just run Hero with Wand and a lot of other things like that. Alright, do we want to revamp this at all? I think I want to stick with it and just hope Beatrix doesn't miss. I think we're just going to roll with the RNG-based Beatrix, which is something really bad to do this late in, but we'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? 20% mana start on that is only working on 2 of them. I also kind of want to go extra magic. He doesn't really have anything going on other than trying to get his Tesla up immediately. Which, one cast will be kind of annoying, but beyond that, it doesn't really do much, because it's not like an auto extra turn. It has to give up its turn. It really comes down to what we get out of Bane of Mercy on turn 1. With that yellow to purple deny. And luckily, that's one of his converts too, so if we can get that before he does, we also get to deny them. Alright, so right off the bat, we do very much not have our convert. But we do... Oh, I thought we had 2 extra turns. Never mind, we only have the 1. Well, I guess we go for the... Oh, I can't! I'm frozen. Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind, Beatrix. We're not frozen. That's a fake freeze. I will throw that down. Wand? Wand. Wand or not to wand? We'll take that. Blue? Blue or not to blue? Let's see. You would like to know what you are using for each team for attack and defense? Oh, I can go show them in a bit. Alright, do we just target red? I think we just target red. We get skull on him. Everything gets silenced except hero. We don't really care what hero does in that one turn, and then we just win. So we do red. There goes the whole team. We then Beatrix. There goes even more of the whole team. Actually, that would have been literally the whole team if it wasn't cleansed. I mean, if he wasn't submerged. So I think I just do that. Beatrix doesn't kill here, so I actually have to go for Curse just to get rid of Submerge. And then we just hit it with Beatrix. Alright, 1 down, 4 to go. On to the next one. Hopefully we score at least 9,450. And don't lose any of these. Okay, we're up against Book. That's why we have the Bless. He's running Double Empower. What's new? Double Empower Book. Just with the Zolgoth plop there. So there are 2 main targets we have to get rid of. We would want to curse it and then do it on the blue. And that gets rid of every threat. Which actually one of the great things about Grey King on a day like this. Like, if we target blue, we auto win. And then it's over. Because he doesn't have any cleanse beyond that. Like, even if he has the thing, we have stun. Does he have Orpheus medals? No, he doesn't even have an Orpheus set. And even if he did, it also stuns, so... Actually, no, sorry. His doesn't stun, but we'll have the stun from... Actually, hold up. We won't have stun. Wait, this team doesn't have stun? Oh, I thought you had stun. Never mind. It's Silence, Freeze, Mana Drain. I didn't even think about that. We actually don't have stun on this team because we're running Archmagus. For the extra purple. Wait, why am I running Archmagus? Oh! It's for the Bane of Mercy convert. That makes us so much flimsier. I kind of want to run Elementalist. I think this is an Elementalist switch. Even though it makes us slower here, I need stun. Beyond battles that we don't really need it, we should go Archmagus. But if we actually actively need Elementalist perk, like right now, where I actually need Stun Curse to trigger, then yeah, we want to go with that. So yeah, let's do that. And then we're good to go. But it's as simple as just switching to Elementalist. But yeah, Archmagus is there because it's quicker of a start if Bane of Mercy has alignment. But Elementalist, as per most teams, is a lot safer. He has yellow to blue. Does that do anything? Yes. Does it actually turn? No. What about the other one? Green to blue. Which also carries Mana Drain on it, which I kind of want to deny. He'll get so much value doing yellow to blue, though. I kind of need the green anyways. We get a little bit more mana on it. The problem is he almost gets full mana for book. Actually, I think he actually does get full mana for book. There's another alternative, which is a bit of a weird one. I can actually deny every yellow on this board and just give him a billion purple. But that's probably a bad idea. The other alternative is just cascade some stuff and just take the mana drain and just hope it's nothing too bad after. I'm trying to see the area that would deny the most. The most denial would be taking this yellow left and hope a blue or yellow does not fall there, which shouldn't. It has a purple storm right now. I have no clue who created the purple storm, but someone in this battle created the purple storm. I think it might have been us. Could have been him. Realistically, should have been us. Alright, we'll take that over. Alright, nothing bad happened. And he gives us a board. Unfortunately, I cannot use that board. Can he use that board, though? Green to blue. Yes, green to blue is only somewhat scary. I just have to take this green to deny it. We have no alignment, but I have to make sure he doesn't get an extra turn here. There's a couple different ways we could do this. I guess I take it by taking blue. No, I actually need more green mana. It's very unlikely we cascade him a full extra turn there, though it is technically possible, though very unlikely. He will get mana over there. There's nothing I can do about it. We could try setting this up in a way that will give us an extra turn. Blue. Which I think just it naturally will. I just have to deny this one and we're good to go. So I think I just take a green vertically. Hope something weird doesn't happen from the cascade and we're good to go. Oh, I didn't account for that little bit, though. Hold up. Wait, was that blue just sitting there? 5 times blue? No, that was from the cascade. Oh, no, we're going to lose. Okay. Hold up. Yeah, what does he have right now? Yellow to blue? That's not going to do anything. I can take the skull. That doesn't interfere with that. We didn't get that blue cascade. And we go from there. It's not over till the Beatrix dead. Alright, we'll take that over. Nice little extra turn there. Beatrix not at full mana. His yellow to blue still pretty much does nothing. We can deny both just by doing that. I'm not sure we need to move anything else. Oh, what's your other convert right now? Green to blue. Oh, I actually have to take this vertically then. We'll still get some mana drain, which would be really annoying. So we'll do that. He does get some mana drain there. He did not actually turn though, so we just mana drain him back. And now I think we just have to click Beatrix and hope it doesn't miss. No, actually we can take a blue here. I could also take Skull here. Wait, does that cascade into... Oh, it does. That's actually interesting. No, it doesn't, because this one's going to be more vertical. No, if only the Doom Skull was right there instead of right there. That actually would be a double skull. But that one's going to fall too much. That one's going to fall one off and then he gets Skull. I could take Skull here so he doesn't get Skull, and then I also get purple mana. And then that gives us a turn to Beatrix and then go from there. I'm just concerned Beatrixing on this map right now. I think we have to go for it, though. Don't miss. Nice. We can work with that. Alright, now just do that 5 more times. Good, good. You didn't get full mana, though, but that's fine. We just target blue, as we mentioned before, and we're pretty much good to go. We also get to mana drain him a little bit there. Yeah, I think we just go for blue. Actually, we could go for yellow, which is interesting, though. We don't need to hit anything with yellow. So if we did, could be a play. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to score that well today. Oh, no. At least not on this battle. Not on this fight. Do we have a cascade over there? No. I think I'd just go for the green over here and just hope for another green. Did not get the second green. We could take this green then. That doesn't give him anything. And then we just Beatrix him, and as match, he shouldn't be able to do anything to that. It's way more than enough to kill him. We get our mana back. And there we go. A bit of a sketchy start, but we got through it. Didn't lose, but I have a feeling we're going to be like 9,300 score at this rate. Alright, he's using Spirit Walker and everything. Gloomleaf, double empower, because of course it is. I think we still run with the Elementals here. We get a little bit of a slower start, but it's a lot safer against this kind of team. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we do have alignment. Hold up. We go for that. Nice. Unfortunately, we get so much less mana. We can still work with this. We take that, we take that, we take that, we take that. Anything else at full mana? Can I do any denial right now that would absolutely make him incapable of doing anything? We could target blue. If he doesn't have alignment on the other thing, we're pretty much good to go. He's entangled anyway. He's not even going to get rid of our barrier. He can't convert into anything. His green to blue is only a little bit of mana drain. Maybe do go for Bless first. You know what? I'm just going to go for the Bless. Let's go all in damage. He's not going to get booked that quick. Alright, now we have our Bless. Now we target blue. Then we let him do whatever. And then we have won. Because there's not a single thing he can pretty much do beyond that point. So we do that. Somehow extra turn from all that mess. We then click Beatrix until they're dead. And that should be a match. No, Beatrix, stop missing. Luckily they're so frozen, doesn't matter. Alright, Nez match. Yep, you're still alive. And, I guess we have to target blue, don't we? And as match. Hopefully you can get the rest of the... Oh, so hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we'll be able to. Oh, you're talking to Genki, I believe. I'm reading things out of order. I should probably read back in chat, like, several things. Okay, I read that. You, lost Paragon after 4 straight because of the book. Yeah, book is crazy. Book is really crazy. It's why we adopted Wand for, like, half our teams. Actually, they count out. We're using it for 3 out of 6 teams. Let's see. Oh, hello, John. Oh, huge. Congrats, John. Very nice. Okay, that's what the other comment was about. Very, very nice, John. That's great to hear. Can't believe I missed it. Yeah, I'm like so focused on Guild War that I got distracted. But yeah, that's a huge congrats, John. Very, very nice. Hope it all goes over well. Hello, Henrik. Welcome, welcome. Any patch on the news for Moonstone? Oh, no, I haven't checked since we streamed yesterday. Oh, no, did they do it? Did they drop the patch? I'm not sure if when that's coming. But did they actually drop it when I wasn't looking for a second? One day after streaming it, it's like, oh, here's the patch already. Oh, no, I haven't heard anything yet. But I also haven't checked all today, so I would not know. Anyway, so I need to change anything here? We're up against Elementals. We have Curse Stun, so it doesn't matter too much. It's double empower book because of course it is. Actually, isn't this the run I'm wondering right now? Wait. Oh no, I'm using the Uller team on Brown Day. I was gonna say, I saw the Uller there. It's like, wait, almost no one runs Uller. I ran it because it's so uncommon to run there. And now I'm seeing someone else running Uller. Also, how on earth did we go 4-5 yesterday with Life and Death Weaver? I know it still holds up to this day, but gosh. This thing's win rate has gone down a lot in recent times. Why on earth did it do so good yesterday? That's basically a 50% win rate, which in Guild War is gigantic for a defend team this late in the game. Oh, maybe that was just a lower guild. Wait, is that like the last place guild in this bracket? Wait, that might be why. It might be biased. No, not really. It's middle. They're pretty much exactly where we are. That's really weird. I'm not sure why that team did so good. Really shouldn't have. Like, it does decent, but not that decent. Anyways, let's go do this battle. Alright. Do we have alignment? No. Can we do anything else? No, it's not worth it. I can't cascade that. I'll just take that for now just to see where that brings us. It does not bring us far enough to do anything. He has a yellow to blue. Which, there's so much of that on the board, but there's surprisingly nothing. The scariest thing is his green... Oh! Yeah, green to blue. He's not using the other one that's more annoying, though. So I can just take this, get full mana, throw a wand, and then we win. He shouldn't have any alignment unless I'm missing something somewheres. Which I probably am. Alright, good. That's just mana, that's fine. Beatrix, are you stunned? I can't tell how these effects work anymore. I don't believe she is stunned. She doesn't look stunned. That looks like a frozen fairy fire troop. It does not look stunned. So I can just take that. And now we just win? Have we won yet? I think I just target blue and then we win. Oh, he doesn't have full mana though. What do I do about that? He just denied my thing. I guess I have to wand and hope it doesn't miss and then we won. It didn't miss, we won. Okay, now we target blue and it's over. We simply target blue, denies every damage source he has. He has no cleanse out of it. He does whatever his next turn and then we win. It's over. We do that, he does whatever. And then we win. Just click Beatrix till it's over. Whoa, not if you missed that hard though. What was that? Luckily they're frozen. Oh, also, he has been undisabled. Come on, target blue. That leaves him with nothing. Is that enough to kill? 82 damage? Yeah, that's enough to kill. I'm just gonna target blue here. We got a little bit of mana, or not, never mind. And then we just Beatrix, and then let's match. Just need double Beatrix. Oh, nope, single Beatrix is enough. Alright, final fight. Can we get to 9.1, or 9.5k? Probably not. Actually, what's our score right now? Oh, yeah, we're definitely not. That's going to be like a 9,300. A little unfortunate. Let's just hope we win this fight. So he's running Book Double and Power. Who could have guessed? Zolgoth, Elementalist. Pretty standard. Running the Mana Drain one. Do I bother running the Mana Drain one on this day? Did I ever retire the team that uses it? Oh no, I do still use it. Though I only run... Well, actually, I run single power. I actually don't run the second other power. I don't remember why, but I actually run Sister Superior on this day so we don't get stats affected. But I do actually run a very similar team. Just not with the second gem converter. But you know what? Maybe we should put the second gem converter there. Drowned Sailor and similar things get quite a bit of value there. Because it makes like a whole nother angle that you have to counter around. Alright. I don't think we need to change anything though. I'm just double checking everything. It looks fine. We'll keep it as elementals instead of archmages. The extra speed is nice, but if we don't have a good starting board, it doesn't matter. Alright, convert or not to convert? That is the question. Well, he's going to get alignment there. Let's check. What is his current... Oh, you know what? I actually do feel like casting here. What is his current yellow to blue? His current yellow to blue, very bad. His current green to blue, bad, but not as bad. But still really bad. So I think I'm going to go for this. Hope it does enough value that something happens. And then we go from there. Because we'll get that, we'll get that. We'll get that cascaded. We'll get that. We get full mana, so if we could just randomly get an extra turn here, that'd be great. Oh, we did not land it. He got skull distracted, though! Oh, that's huge. We won. As long as that doesn't miss, we won. Because now I just disable blue. And that should be a one match. Because when you're running... that's the one big downside of this team. If you're running blue book with Zolgoth on this day, because you're feeding blue mana into both, it just takes one gray king to kill you. Same as on purple and brown day. But yeah, that's all it takes. One gray king, and you won. Or, you know, the opposing team won. I think I just click Beatrix here and go from there. Just Beatrix into Beatrix into Beatrix. Just hope it lands. And if it does, if it doesn't, it doesn't even matter because you can't really do any follow-up. They do Beatrix again. A little bit of a miss, but it shouldn't matter too much. Though he did just drain us, so I guess it did matter a little bit. But all it is one wand away from fixing everything. And then straight back to Beatrix and do it again. Actually, I don't even need to. What target? You're red or purple? We don't use red. Well, because you have full mana. So I guess we just do a purple here. And that is match 1. So if I had to guess, this is a 9,346. Let's see how close that is. A 9,346. Go. Oh, that was decently close. It wasn't a 9,346. It was a 9,389. I know my scoring somewhat sometimes. That was pretty close. Like 40-ish off. But that's unfortunate. Now, moment of truth, though. Was us scoring this low enough to make us keep a 9,500 average? Also, did we get Paragon? I think we accidentally just got Paragon this week. Let's see. It's been a while, actually. No! Are we really? Looking at this number makes me think we are exactly 40, not even 40, 34 points short of an average of 9,500. I think we just dipped under. Oh no, wait, let me go do the calculator real quick. I need to divide this number by 6. And let me guess, it's going to be slightly lower than what we need. Let's see, 5, 6. Also, we're not Paragon, by the way. I think we scored like 50-ish too short. Like almost 100 too short. Like a very small amount too short. But I think we also got a little bit short of a 9,500 average. No! Yeah, we scored so low there that we got a 9,492 average. We scored and a bunch of 6 infinitely. So we scored about 7.3 short of a 9.5 average. Or, you know, 9,500 average. Still a pretty nice week, though. And I believe that does place us in second in command for next week. Beat by Mountain North. But, yeah, look at that. It was by, like, less than 100 points. It was, like, 50-something points. No, I think it was 60 on the dot. He beat us by exactly 60 points because we scored a little low today. Unfortunate. There we go. Perfect 5-0 week. Though no Paragon out of it. Anyways, there we go. So, in other news, we got billion XP boosters. I will be using that in a little bit. Not right now, though. Let's go just clear through the dailies. Gotta go finish through Under Spire, do all that. Oh, yeah, let me go hand out a code, too. We'll do it for perfect Guild War, might as well. Alright, let me go to Phoenicia build. And here you guys go. Enjoy the code. We'll have another one in a little bit as well. Actually, we might even do 3 tonight, because we're going to be going a little bit longer tonight as well. We'll see. There's one for now. Because we're going to be doing all 45 minutes of those XP boosters. Might as well. We're going to save it all the way at the end, though. We'll do all the variety first of everything. Then we will go and mess around with that. Yeah, we did get a perfect. It's been a while since we got a perfect. We've gotten a lot of close to perfects lately. But it's been a while since we went all the way for a perfect. So unfortunately, scored a little bad on the very last day there. But a lot of double empower books. They're just not much you could do on some sorting boards. And the worst part about that double empower book is it mana drains you. So you can't even let that get like any mana. Because if you haven't done wand yet, you don't have immune to mana drain on it. Like, you could build your entire team immune to mana drain, but it just takes too much to go out of your way to do that. Apparently one of our objectives is to get a bunch of souls. As Isabel mentioned, if you're free, leave a like on a stream, helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Not much, you're just recovering from Guild Wars. Oh, gosh. But yeah, John, I wasn't really able to read that properly during Guild War thingy, but huge congrats. Hope everything goes well with that. Yeah, whenever we start a Guild War, my mind just becomes, like, so absurdly over-focused on it. Just because every single misclick is, like, auto-lose. Actually, we even misclicked on one of the... Or maybe not misclicked, but, one of those battles, like, I think it was the second or third one, where we took, like, the death and everything. It was from, like, that big cascade. I think that one was avoidable if we would have done a different move there. I just didn't notice it. There's so many things you have to notice. Because in Guild War, like, almost every single move matters so much because of how lethal every team is. Whereas in standard fights, you don't need to worry about that as much. Like, even if the enemy has a lot of stats, they don't have, like, auto-win within instant one turn that you have to worry about. Like, these fights, these might have a lot of stats, and you know, we might lose to them occasionally because of stats, but they're not difficult, because the team composition is really easy to defeat. But Guild War, however, they're like the absolute meta of the meta every single time. A single person in your guild had, Australia, Damon, that transformed troops. Oh, yeah, if you get transformed, that could be really annoying. Same as through Lycanthropy. I haven't seen any Lycanthropy builds in a long while, though. They've kind of all disappeared. They were really popular for, like, the first month or two, and then everyone kind of forgot Lycanthropy existed. That or there was, like, some kind of consensus across the community of just never use Lycanthropy. I'm not sure which. It's just a really inconsistent mechanic, but it is so annoying when it triggers. It's one of the stronger transform options in the game, but very unpredictable. Though slightly more common than Deathmark. Well, as far as it triggering. As far as usage, I feel like Deathmark's still used more than Lycanthropy. But in all fairness, there's also like a ton more options for it. Alright, we'll throw that down. Let's see. I'll take that one over. See if we can get our purple over there. Can't move that. Let's take a little bit of mana. Take our other one. Get our last little bit of purple. Oh no, I can't actually turn for her. I'm just gonna go for that. Oh, Henrik ended up getting Paragon? Nice. In his guild. Hey, we haven't seen Paragon in a very long time. Including this time. We didn't get Paragon this week. Did really decent, but no Paragon. We lost by like 50 points. Actually, 60 on the dot. It happens, though. You threw a Guild War this week? You made Gamekeeper out? Oh, wait, he is Mount Norv. Oh, never mind. My bad. I didn't realize. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know everyone's name relative to YouTube and in-game. Because anytime anyone uses a different name somewhere else, I always get confused. Because some people, you know, they just use like the same name everywhere online. But people who use like a different in other locations, I always forget what goes to which. But yeah, you're actually Mount North. That's funny. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Oh, what happened to my team? I would like my team back, please. Oh no! We're not gonna try winning this with a leprechaun, are we? Are we about to do this? I think we're about to do this. I think we're actually about to do this. Oh, not like that we aren't. Wait, he didn't go for the extra turn skull for some reason. No! Leprechaun, you failed me! Like we have infinite tries. I do find it weird that Guild War, you know, we can go through with, like, no losses. And then, like, a battle that's composed of completely useless troops, we could just die to, just because they have higher stats. And because we're not using as safe of a team. Should be able to gain new points by helping newcomers, yeah. I haven't been doing that as much. I know the first time we ever did Guild War and won first place, because we actually did win the first ever Guild War bracket 1. It's the achievements, probably the biggest achievement of the guild. But during that week, I was in chat in the guild like every single day, 24/7, or almost 24/7, just making sure like everyone had teams. And yeah, we ended up winning the first ever Guild War from it. But yeah, we don't try hard at that much. Honestly, I'm pretty casual when it comes to Guild War these days. Because it doesn't really matter if we win. Like, unless we're going to push all the way back to bracket 1, which means we'd have to kick anyone who loses even more than, like, 5 times in a week, which is, like, half the guild. Which is why we stopped doing that, too. Because we had to kick just way too many people. Because there was a point where, I think there was a point, like, really early when we were, like, bracket 1 Guild War winning, Guild Wars, winning, like, first, seconds, thirds. We were pretty much kicking, like, anyone who got more than 6 losses in a week. Like, it was really cutthroat then. But we've gotten so chill on it recently. Mostly because it's not really worth it. Even the gems that you get for try-harding it to first or second isn't even, like, a huge amount. Like, second place is 1,000. Like, that's a good handful, but, you know, for how many gem sinks there are these days, you can almost earn that in, like, 2 days of just claiming tribute. Non-stop. Definitely within a week of claiming tribute. Because tribute didn't give as much back then, of course, so those gems were a lot more precious. But nowadays, you know, there's a lot of other ways to get gems that we didn't have access to then. Anyways, so what are we doing under Spire? Actually, we finished as a guild the event, right? We should be done with it. With Invasion, yep, perfect. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, Lesser Orb of Glory. That goes into our pile. And Orb of Ingots. Oh, we got 2 to go update. Nice. Alright, what is that? Orb of Ingots, Orb of Ingots. That brings it... Oh, come on, one more. I'll do the minion there. 62. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, we did that. I think it's under Spire time then. We are pretty much done with under Spire. We accidentally wasted 2 torches there, but otherwise, we don't have too many options here, though we're about to see how many twists and turns is about to go into. The worst thing we could possibly see here is like a double path, where we have a double leading into 2 doubles, or even one of them going into a triple. That can still happen. Though if it happens after this interjection, I think we are good to go. Because anytime it happens there, fourth, I believe it should be dead end. But if it happens right here, they won't be dead end. Which means we'd have to check every single one. Well, not every single one, but you know what I mean. I also forgot, these battles are actually kind of lethal. Speaking of stats making things hard, this team is obviously, in theory, really weak. But, yeah, our stats are not that good, and our teams that we have access to also not that good. Alright, I'm just gonna go for this. Poke him there. That's 1 Crimson Bat. Is that worth casting on his own? I kind of want a double Crimson Bat, so I kind of want to just hold. Let's do whatever there. Take a blue. Let him have whatever. Can't take anything over there. Can't do that. Try getting a blue or something. He took my blue. Alright, let's match. And we extra turn from it. And there we go. Nice. Okay, good. two single paths. We have a 224 and a 225. Honestly, with how many boss rooms are going down, I kind of want to go down. But I feel like it's right. I'm gonna go right. Let's test the one-off theory thingy again. It's been a while since we messed with that. It's a double single path with one of them one level higher. I'm not sure if it's pure coincidence, but we have had an absurdly high rate in this situation of the higher level one being the path. Even though I feel like it's the left way, because it's going to be like a triple boss room sandwich there. I do think that the one-off thing might still work. That or we just got purely coincidented like crazy with that in the past. Okay, this board is so horrible and I have no mana. This board is still horrible and now we have slightly more mana. You have no clue about the Underspire? Oh yeah, it's a relatively newer feature. It was added in 7.1. It was the big 7.1, or 7.0 update, I mean. And it's basically a way to get the new orbs that they added back in December a little bit easier. Particularly the Orbs of Glory. It's a great way to get elite levels on high rarity options in the game. For relatively cheap, too. Like, for an average of about 1,000 gems, you can pretty much max any mythic in the game. Which isn't too bad. Pure RNG to choose the path. Wait. 1, 2, 3. This is double dead end. This isn't it. Alright, well, at least we found out within one room. So we only wasted 3 torches. Oh no, I just realized something though. Because I did that. Oh no, we'll have enough. We'll have enough. Never mind. I was gonna say, we might have to spend 50 gems. Oh, also, if we don't have to spend 50 gems today, this will be our tied lowest we've ever spent. It should be a 700. It's not the lowest you could ever spend. But it is tied the lowest we have ever spent. This is far from the most perfect dungeon we've ever had. We kind of way overspent on the week that we did really absurdly good. But, yeah, this will be tied as our best, as far as gems spent. Not based on number of rooms needlessly taken. So far, our best of rooms needlessly taken was only 5 across the entire dungeon. Whereas this one was closer to like 20-ish, give or take a little. Yeah, it still cost the same amount of gems as when we only had 5. Just because we overspent a little that time. Alright, we'll take that one over. Let's double Crimson Bat. Is that enough to kill? Yes, it is. Also, this team has been so meh this late, but honestly, there's not too many good options to switch them into, so I've just been rolling with it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triple boss sandwich. You gotta be kidding me. It's gonna be right there. It's literally gonna be a column of 3. Why do they like spawning on top of each other so much? Did he let you know how the Underspire works as for the map? Oh yeah, didn't someone want to know what my teams were for the other thing? Who was that? You can still show over our Guild War teams in a bit. I'm not sure if they're still here. I can't remember who that was who asked. Because I was busy with Guild War and then I forgot to do it after. Could you let you know how the Underspire works as for the map and what path to take? So there's a couple things that are consistent. A lot of the patterns aren't always 100% right, but they are like to like such a 95% plus degree that it's normally worth taking. One of the most noteworthy ones to take that is pretty much always correct is take the highest leveled path to find the seal door. So this will always be 7 away from your starting position, or 7 away from your previous seal door once you find a seal door. And it is always, or almost always, at a really high degree, the highest leveled path. So that's where you want to go initially, is follow the highest leveled path until you find a seal door. From there's when it gets really complicated, because I don't think there is a consensus as to what you do from there. And if there is, I have no clue, because the rest is pretty randomized. There are a couple strategies. For example, if you see a double-roomed path deep into a path, like I want to say around 4 or so deep, sometimes even 3, but if you see like a double diverging path, 4 into a path, it is always, almost always, a double dead end, which is why this one should be a double dead end, which is why I didn't go there. It's either going to be double dead end or like merchant room or something. Most likely. Not guaranteed, but most of the time. But other than that, it's kind of just luck. Just based on just kind of those patterns and just feeling out what it might be. But the only thing that's really been truly consistent is the seal doors are 7 away. So for example, here's a seal door, here's a seal door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're always 7 away from each other. It's also almost always highest leveled path, like 98% plus of the time. It is highest leveled path. Finding the boss room is the harder part. Because while there is a couple theories with it, not anything works 100% of the time when it comes to these. It might work a lot of the time, but not every time. Like, even that double dead-end path that's likely over in their top right, like, that could still be the boss room. Like, it's very likely to be a double dead-end, but it's not guaranteed to be a double dead-end. Alright, I'll take that one over. But the only things that are truly, fully, almost always consistent is take highest level path to find seal door, and those seal doors are always 7 away from each other. There's also a bit of a theory that, well, not really theory, it generally works, but there's a lot of exceptions to it, that the boss room is 6 away from the primary path. This is both true and not true. It can be anywhere from 3 to 6, and it really comes down to how congested your area is. Assuming the area is nice and open and you don't have a bunch of areas next to other areas, then yes, it normally will be 6 away. Like the one we're heading to right now should be exactly 6 away. But there are a lot of times it is not 6. Generally when you're up against a wall, or if you have a lot of really compact areas next to each other, it'll be like a 4 off, or a 3 off, or a 5 off, or something really weird that isn't 6. But more commonly than not, the boss room is 6 off of the primary path. And what I refer to as primary path is the what do you call it? The path from seal door to seal door. So if you take your first seal door and then compare it to the second seal door, because you could easily find that first, so you already know what the path is. The boss room is normally 6 rooms off from that path. Not always, but normally. Like a good bulk of the time. Like we're talking like 80% of the time for that one, if not higher. Which I think every single one that I had this week was actually 6 off. Including the one that we should be heading to right now. Let's see. You guys need mana. I'm just gonna keep taking mana. There's no penalty for dying in this mode. All we need is 1 AoE and we win. Problem is I can't get any mana that gives us that. Come on, mana. There we go. We'll just poke him, because why not? And somehow got full mana barely, and there we go. There's like an HP gain thingy too, which could actually make them go over. There it is! Boss room! Look at that! Triple boss room sandwich. But yeah, this is almost guaranteed double dead end. Well, I guess merchant room, technically. You can usually tell whenever it's a double path deep into a path. It always loves to double dead end. I believe this is because, generally you would think, oh, there's more paths. So it's more likely that there'd be a room there. But I think they did that deliberately to dead end them so that you'd waste more torches. But yeah, we've always been avoiding, pretty much since day 1. Or not day 1, but like week 1. Because it became really evident that like all the ones that have more statistically to actually be the correct path are actually not the correct path. Like a path like this is almost always going to be a double dead end. Technically one of those is a merchant, but you know, technically double dead end. Like it's almost never the boss room when they're that deep into a multi-path. Anyways, well, we got a triple sandwich boss room here. Before I go take it, let's go claim our lantern. I actually don't claim the lantern until after. I started doing this a couple weeks into these. The main reason I hold on the lantern is you can take it at any point. Doesn't matter when, or you know, during the duration of the week. And I do this just to make sure we never misclick the lantern. Because every single time you do a fight, there's a chance you go and click the lantern and accidentally use it on a pointless fight. Whereas, of course, we want to save it for our double gold glory here. Make sure to click the right one. Don't think we need to change anything. Also, we got to make sure we don't lose this. I almost want to build it into a safer team. Yeah, let me go Elementalist. I'm not going to change much. This will make us get less mana. But it will make us very unkillable. I mean, not unkillable, but a lot bulkier, that is for sure. Alright, let me just do that out of safety's sake. It makes our team weaker, but it makes us pretty much never die on hero. Even more so if we change his weapon to something even safer, but we'll keep it as that. Actually, I kind of want to go Explodey Weapon now. You know what, we're going to go Explodey Weapon. Do we have Undead Explodey Weapon? Any Undead Explodey Weapons on this mess? No. Come on, we don't have a single one in Golvania? Did they really never add a Explodey? There it is. No, that's the one we're using. Wait, did they never add an Explodey Weapon to Golvania? I'll technically have the Doom Skulls off of that, but you know what I mean. Like one of those mass explodes based on undead or based on Golvania. Huh. Oh, we need to get that at some point. Well, I guess I'm sticking with this weapon then. Oh, no, here we go. Here it is. Remove all purple... Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, they never added the explodey weapon to Golvania. Yeah, the undead one's in Kedar. And Golvania doesn't have an explodey Golvania weapon. Because it doesn't have one for Golvania, doesn't have one for undead, it doesn't have one for knights. Oh, well, I guess we're sticking with this. It's fine. Elemental should be fine. I'm just doing this to make sure we don't lose, but it'll be fine. We do get a little bit less mana now, but our capability of dying has gone down substantially. So all we do is just take brown and then not die. It's one of those colors we need too, which is kind of convenient. I do need another brown. He's probably going to deny our brown because we need brown so much. Take the blue for now and get the double crimson bat. I'd just give him extra turn over there. Sounds like something we'd do. Alright, he'll do whatever. We throw down crimson. Throw down crimson. I'd ideally want to do this off on a brown if we can. Still haven't gotten a brown in all that mess. I'll take skull just so he doesn't do us. I'll take the true damage there. We'll take that green because why not? Get some entangles down too so we can't do anything on skull. We'll go for our mana and hope it doesn't miss. We do have a bit of a higher chance to miss. At the cost of basically being invincible. Which I think is a good trade-off. Slightly higher miss chance for invincibility. Perfectly fine trade-off. Or at least pseudo-invincibility. Obviously, you could still die. Just very unlikely. I need 2 Crimson Bats. There's one. If he could ever surge. Now it doesn't even matter. Look at that. I don't think Hero took any damage. Or if it did like 1 skull poke at some point. And there we go. Look at that. The whole reason we do this. Double Major Orb of Glory. Who knows? Maybe we'll get something lucky from the orbs as well. Nope. Double green. Alright, let's go finish this off. For our tied cheapest ever. 700 gems for full completion. Which, not too bad. Can be lower, though. Can definitely be lower, but is the tied lowest we've done so far. Because we spent 150, 150, 150, 150 for the first 4 days. Then we did double 50. Which, yeah, that puts us at 700. Because the first 4 days would have been 600. Then we did 250s, and then we did 0 today. So yeah, that would have been a 700 on the dot. Which is far from the lowest. I'm not sure what the lowest actually is. I want to say 500 or 600. Because I believe it's 50 per day, and then like 2 days you throw down 100? Or something like that. I have to forget what bare minimum is if you do like absolute perfect. Though it is so hard to actually get that though. But I believe true perfect is somewhere around like a 550 gem spent. Oh, we just lost Hero. That's a problem. I wasn't taking any browns. Got a bit of a problem here. Multiple hmms. Got a bit of a problem. The hmms are intensifying. Alright, okay, never mind, we won, it's fine. As long as he doesn't get full mana within... Oh, stop getting mana. Stop. Alright, we're fine. Unless he cascades full mana on Diamantina, we should be fine. Alright, good, he did not cascade full mana on Diamantina. Do I even bother with Skull? I think I just let the first Crimson Bat die. As weird as that may seem. And then we kill that, of course. Alright, this is very losable. Should be okay. Go down the true damage there. We don't need anything over there. I don't have a cascade over there. Or do we? No, we don't. I can take the red, though. Should we be prioritizing this guy, though? He can tank like crazy. This would be a good time to have replaced this guy with Draculus, but oh well. We should be fine. Take the green. That's a lot of purple. That's a lot of red. I guess we try for Skull Cascade. I don't really need it, though. I need him to not hit me with Skull. What is our statistically most likely location to take red and not get Skulled back? Right here. Nope, not right there. They're all evenly distributed. Oh, wait, what if I take a blue? Oh, then he guarantee gets a skull. Alright, they're all evenly bad. Because if I take it here, there are 2 locations where he could take a skull. If I take it here, there are 2 locations he could take a skull. If I do it here, there are 2 locations he can get a skull. So we just have to go for one. Oh, nice. We extra turn from Sky. I think we sacrifice the bat, have it die. Do we let the bat live? I think we have to let the bat die. The problem with that is I have to kill him 3 individual times. Gotta get rid of that Leshy. Luckily, we use the same mana. So I do that. He'll kill us. And now it's a fight for who can get the correct mana first. Luckily, we have 1 spare torch. So us losing this fight isn't too big a deal. I'm gonna go super bulky on our next build. Make sure this doesn't happen if we do lose here. Alright. To skull or not to skull? That's the question. I think it's more important that we kill Leshy than take skull here. Alright, what's your mana? Create a mix of red and brown. The bigger concern with that is he gets a skull before... Oh, no! We're in kill range, and I can't stop him from being in kill range. No! Okay, we'll make the team tankier. Good thing we have 1 torch left. If we lose this one, we gotta go spend some gems. Okay, we'll make the team super ultra ridiculously tanky. Fine. Let's see. Draculus. Do I even keep Elementalists? Let's see. I almost want Silence for the other thing, to be honest. Wait, do we have Great King? That would be a great time to bring out Great King. Yeah, we have access to Great King, don't we? Great King, Great King, Great King, Great King. Great King? Am I blind? Isn't he here? It's a restriction that should allow him. There we go. Yeah, let's go build around Great King. We did for Guild War today, too. Gonna do it for this as well. Also, I'm gonna do something weird. I'm actually gonna make our hero less tanky. I'm actually gonna go back to Death Knight. Because I need the mana. We really need the mana. But fine, we'll make the team tankier by making it less tanky. Alright, there we go. We should be fine now. Actually, let me put Great King somewhere really safe. He'll unfortunately be blocked on a ton, but you still get purple from that, so we should be okay. Biggest concern here is going to be skull damage. And we're going to want to change banner to purple-brown, probably. Purple-green? Purple-brown. +2 purple, +1 brown, -1, whatever we're not using. Yeah, that. Oh, no, that one, that one. Oh, wait, I need double purple, though. Not double brown. Wait. Minus blue? No. Minus purple. There we go. That's what we want. Let's roll with this. We should be fine. We have to not lose this one. Also, hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Very important. Do not lose this. Otherwise, we have to spend an extra 50 gems. We should be fine here, though. All we have to do is hit Draculus on green, and we won. I mean, sorry, Great King on green, and we won. Everything else is there to live. Honestly, I should have just doubled up on Great King, just in case. Because we literally just have to cast Great King and win. Auto-win. It's simply that easy. Alright, what do we need? We'll take brown. We'll hit whatever. I just need to take purple. Oh, I forgot to take the red over there. Shouldn't matter, though. And we won. It's over. We click green. And that's match. Every damage source on this team is silence. Oh, you have immune to silence. Well, half their mana... two-thirds of their damage sources are now silence. Alright, I'll take that one down. Hit it again. Get Great King back up for the second he unsilences. Hero is about to die soon. Draculus, go gain 1 billion HP. So you will never die. You hit green again. There's like 0 greens on this board, though. No, I'm gonna take a brown. Oh yeah, we don't bury on brown anymore, do we? I should have not taken brown. Oh, we get out Deathmark them, though. Come on, Deathmark! Do something for once. We'll be fine even if it doesn't, but it'd be great if it did. Alright, let's Draculus this. He's silent, so we can't really do anything. We'll do that. Throw down the true damage there. Draculus is never gonna die with that much HP. And that should be matched. We just hit him a few times, and that's good to go. Problem is we lost our mana accumulator, so it might take a little while. But he will die. Might take several pokes, but he will go down. I'll take like a blue or something. And as match. And even that wasn't, we had another true damage ready to go. Well, we got to utilize every final torch. And we get some Dragonite and everything there. And there we go, 101 battles. For 700 gems spent. There we go. Anyways. Let's go hand out another code. And we'll have another one in a little bit then. Alright, but here you go. Code number 2. Enjoy. Alright, there you go. And we'll have one more in a little bit, because we're not even close to done. We're probably still going for another hour. And that's mostly because we have 3 XP boosters we still need to go use. Let me double check that we've done everything else. Oh, wait, complete all battles on a single adventure board. Oh. Well, let me go finish that, I guess. We did 2 of them, didn't do the final one because it was so low, but sure, we'll take that too, I guess. But yeah, we have 3 XP boosters to go do, so let's go do them. Probably stream all the way until 10 then, at the end of the hour. And we definitely want to make sure we use them by today because we have 100% extra XP bonus. And 100% does get doubled by the 2 times XP bonus. The 100% XP bonus that you get for winning the previous day Guild War does get stacked with the 2 times multiplier. So it's technically a 200% bonus from it, which is a decent amount. We've been gaining a lot of levels from it, slowly but surely. Trying to make the eventual level 2000. Obviously not in any rush to do it. I'm not even sure we'll have it by the end of next year. We probably won't. It's probably like 2 years from now. Unless we start power grinding it, it's even with the extra XP, it's still going to be a while. But 2000 is theoretically max level in Gems of War. It does still keep going, but for all intents and purposes is basically max level. Relative to when your stats and masteries and everything pretty much have capped out. Did we do dungeon yet today? Yeah, we did dungeon, we did that. Okay, we've done all the things. We finished every weekly event. All good. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have a campaign. I haven't even bought the campaign. The way that they changed campaign, I kind of keep forgetting campaign even exists. Because it's just so, like, automatic now. That I don't even end up buying the pass until, like, a month in. Because I forget that the campaign's even there. But, that's the only bad thing about how they changed the campaign. They made it so it takes, like, 0 time. Because if you just play the game naturally, you're going to guarantee, like, do whatever the tasks are. Just by doing whatever you normally would do. But in doing so... Also, arena events still right now. I kind of forgot that was the thing. But in doing so, they made it so passive that like, you almost never need to do anything for campaign. Other than just claim the loot. Which kind of lost us a little bit of charm where you know, would do a bunch of tasks and do it all. But I guess that's kind of been replaced by this system. That's fine. Anyways, what we're doing... Yeah, let's go around a bunch of XP. What I'm trying to do right now, while fumbling a billion menus, is switch my Dust Devil team. And I'll be good to go. Yeah, today's Sunday night already. Gosh, why does it feel like every weekend just flies by these days? Last weekend felt like it too. Like, it legitimately felt like Saturday on Sunday night. And this weekend actually feels somewhat similar. Though I was able to sleep in today, which probably is why my, time feels a bit off. Yeah, we gotta go cover the weekly video tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow, or next week's kind of a pretty team week. Though normally when they have a lot of team weeks in a row like this, it normally means patch, on one of these weeks. And given that we just had a Guild War, I am pretty certain next week or the following week, particularly next week, might be patch day. What that patch will do is within question. But it'll set up the Halloween event as well as, whatever they do with the patch. I'm not sure if this is going to be the dragon patch or not. But it's definitely hitting us before the end of the year, whatever they're going to do with those new dragons. I don't think we have an official date until they just do it. Oh wait, why am I spamming this? I don't even have my XP booster on. This is what we need to do once we have our XP booster on. Oh, so you know what? Let me go bring up the timer. Since we haven't actually clicked it yet. Okay, it's XP booster time. If we could figure out where my timer is. Loading, 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 loading. Alright, move that aside. Okay, we're good to go. It's because fallback is approaching. Oh yeah, don't we have to change our clock soon? For that? I actually don't remember. When is that? It should be around the corner. It's fall after all. Yeah, it's gonna be nice getting a whole hour. Oh, come on. Very first fight, we already get a thing delaying the battle. We're gonna delay us. At least delay us with, like, an angel that has, like, a Nisha or something on it. Also, wait, is my timer off screen? Oh, no. I was just looking at it weird. On my screen with how my playback was, because it was slightly off my screen, it looked like it was off screen, but never mind, it's there. Just the way I'm looking at it makes it look like it's half cut off. But it's there. And of course, we just use that to know when our XP is done, so we can use the next one. Technically, we could just use them all at once. I almost feel like using the last two just simultaneously. Just power grind through the whole thing. Because it's not like we're keeping track of any number or anything. We're just killing a bunch of things, they die down, we get our little booster. You know what, I almost feel like activating it, though. I'll wait till we do this. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll click the claim all button on the mail. I don't think I've ever clicked the claim all to use more than one at a time. Yeah, we'll do it on those last two simultaneously. Only saves like half a minute, but we'll do it. Since there'll be no downtime between the two. It makes sense during Paloozas to have downtime between them because you get full loot for every single one. But you don't actually have to do that for XP boosters because there's no extra loot that you get in between. So you can just consecutively do it the whole time. After 2k levels, you get no more level rewards? No. At 2k levels, the level rewards start to take 1,000 levels instead of 100 levels. So as you've probably seen, if you're like level 1,000 something something, you're getting one extra stat every time you gain 100 levels. The problem is, once you reach 2,000 plus, it is every 1,000 levels, not every 100 levels. And because it takes infinite time to go from level 2,000 to 3,000, like almost no one will. Like, you have to be, like, the most dedicated person in the entire game to be over level 3,000. Or at 3,000 or higher. Because from level 2,000 all the way to... Or from 2001 all the way to 2,999, you don't gain a single stat. You still get mastery points, but, you know, that late in the game, mastery does almost nothing with how the curve works. Like, 100 mastery barely even moves it by, like, 0.1%, if even that. But you stop getting the stat every 100 and becomes every 1,000 after that. Which is why it's basically max level. As I'm pretty sure there's like a single digit number of people at 3,000 plus. Maybe a little bit more than that. But it is very, very few people. And it takes a very long amount of time. Like, we have currently, what, a little over 15,000 hours in Gems of War. And with that, we are not even level 2,000. Of course, some of that time was when level cap wasn't quite all the way there. But even if you compensate for that and overcompensate for that, that's at least 10,000 hours. Where, you know, we could keep gaining levels up to any point. And we'd even reach 2,000 with that. Like, if you break that down across the entire amount of time... Like, obviously, if you're power grinding specifically, that time is more efficient than time spent, like, doing other things in the game. Like, obviously, Explore 12 is far less XP than what we're doing right now, for example. Whereas this, like, the best XP you could ever get in the game, whereas Explore 12 is... Well, not the slowest, but, you know, definitely substantially slower. But despite that, if we were to go the entire way, I think we would have to put into this game... still another 25,000 hours to hit level 3,000. Which is why level 2,000 is pretty much considered max level. Like, at least a solid 20,000 hours, if not higher. Which I'm not sure if we ever will even do in this game's lifetime. Because we're not even at 20,000 total, let alone 20,000 more hours in the game. I don't think I played enough to even hit that number these days. Because on an average week, we probably play Gems of War for 15 to 20 hours, I would say. Not counting, like, recording videos and stuff like that. But including, like, streams and everything. And, of course, taking tribute and all that. I've been trying to take tribute a little bit more recently, too. Just because our gem stack has been very sad lately. It's actually under 20,000 for the first time in a couple years. I think since pre-pandemic times. It's never actually been below 20,000. We've had a lot more gem sinks over the last few years. When will I reach level 2,000? 2025. There's no way we'll reach it next year unless they add another way to gain XP. We'll gain it probably early 2025, I would say. We can technically reach it next year if we made it a super goal of ours. But we'd have to be putting in at least an extra 2 hours a day on the game. Get that much EXP. Plus, of course, use all the extra EXP dailies. And make sure to stack them for Guild War, like we have been. Because these do help a little bit. It makes it so 15 minutes a day of EXP farming is boosted. So basically it makes 15 minutes of EXP boosting, it basically makes the first 15 minutes that you EXP boost every day becomes 30 minutes. Which, given how much we normally play, is actually a pretty nice time. Without being too much. Because if it was something like an hour or 2 hours, like, even though we kind of need that to be able to reach a higher goal, that's a lot of time to have to do every single day. I'm actually really glad that it only is something like 15 minutes. Because you feel less obligated to do it for, like, a super, super long time. Because 15 minutes is very manageable. Whereas something like... And plus, you could delay them for when you have more time if you want to use bulk. Like, right now, we're just doing 45 minutes in a row of them. But, what's the point I'm trying to get at here? But, the only thing bad about, like, doing more XP leveling, like, if you're purely just trying to get XP in the current state of the game, it feels like a slight waste doing it when we don't have the extra 2 times. Like, obviously, it's not compared to before. It's still the same rate it's always been. Same as Guild War days, where you get that 100% extra, which make those days always the best ways to go for them. That and Vault events, of course. Because the 2 best times ever to always XP farm is Vault events. Not because you get more XP during Vault events, but because you get more loot during Vault events. And during Guild Wars. Because every day that you win Guild Wars, you have 100% extra XP the following day. But aside from that, there isn't really, like, a time to XP farm until they added that 15-minute booster every day. It was like the first instance where they kind of like recognize, hey, this is a mechanic in the game, let's go do something for it. It's pretty much the first time they recognize, like, oh, XP farming is a thing. Like, it's always kind of been a thing in the game, especially when they raised the 1,000 level cap to basically infinite. They technically raised it to 10,000, but it's physically impossible to reach 10,000. This game could be going another 30 years. There will not be a single person even at, like, 5,000, I'm pretty sure. It takes forever with how the level scaling works. But, I'm still not sure where I'm going with this conversation. Yeah, we'll reach 2,000 at some point. Probably early 2015. I mean, 25, I mean. Hey, what's his name, Gnome? Unfortunately, that's not the verse I need. Yeah, Gems of War is a good time waste game. It's really good just to pick up, play it for a little bit of time, and then put it back down. It doesn't have anything overly demanding for dailies. Most of the weeklies can be bulk done at a single time. For example, like, all of your invasions could have been done literally on today if you wanted to. Like, yes, you could have been doing them every day like we normally do, but you could just bulk it all and just do it for an hour or 2 on the weekend, and then boom, you just got it all done. As if you played it the whole week. There's a lot of events like that you can bulk at a single time. Like, you can delay XP boosters. While you do punish your guild slightly for doing it, you could technically do all your Guild War battles on the final day. And the final reward gets affected by it, though your per day XP boost, you would be penalizing your guild in that regard. But otherwise, you can technically save them for the weekend, even though you should be doing those every day for most guilds if you're in a higher guild. But a lot of the other events can be delayed for final day, like Raid, Invasion. Just make sure you're not in a guild that might kick you for doing so, though. Or let them know that you are. But you can end up just delaying them. Most things in this game can be. Even though you can do it on like a daily basis. A lot of it can be delayed for a later time. And a lot of the dailies that do exist throughout the week, you can just kind of ignore. Most Wednesday pet events, unless it's a new pet, you can ignore. Speaking of which, we have the Halloween pet in 2 weeks. But beyond that, like next week's Mrs. Scales pet, like that's like nothing. You just ignore it completely. I normally do, mostly because we have the maxed already though. Like Tuesday faction events, that loot, if you just play Vault event for like 15 minutes, is like the same loot, so you don't really need to worry about those. Thursday class event basically give you nothing. You could just ignore those. Though I still do it for the handful of gems, because why not? And then it's just all the guild events then, which can normally be bulked at a single time. And you just delay them for whenever you need them, or whenever you have more time. I actually do really like the daily system in Gems of War. I feel like that's the biggest thing that can burn me out on a game. And I actually do really enjoy the way that Gems of War has it set up, personally. There's just been so many games where the daily system burnt me out. Spellbreak was one. That game is dead now. It was a really cool battle royale. It was the first shooter battle royale that I actually liked because it was more magic-based than, like, gun-based. It actually worked out really well. But the daily system kind of killed that game for me, especially when they started the battle pass on top of the daily system. Fall Guys had pretty similar issue. Where their daily system just became more and more of a chore. And it made you do things that you'd have to go super out of your way for, too. I think that's, like, the other big issue with it, too. And something that Gems of War has actually fixed, for the most part, recently. Games that make you do a daily system, where the things you have to do for the dailies are just things you would never naturally do by natural gameplay, is one of the really nice things with how they changed campaign in Gems of War. Even though we don't have the fun of doing specific tasks, they made it so you don't have to go out of your way at all. They are such generic things, like kill enemy, kill purple thing, match blue gem. Like, there are things so absurdly simple that, you know, you'd get done super automatically. And dailies like that are generally better. Like, having a few specific ones here or there are kind of nice, but the super generic ones, just so you could do whatever and get it done in, like, 10 minutes or not even, really, really great. Rather than have to worry about, like, some super grind they have to go out of your way for, like, half an hour a day, on top of whatever you might actually want to do within the game itself. Hexagon? What, the Hexagon map in Fall Guys? Honestly, I do miss Fall Guys a little bit. I haven't played it in, like, half a year. I think the last time I played it was in, like, February or March. But yeah, I do kind of miss Fall Guys. We might revisit that at some point. See what good decrepit state it's in. No. Still got a lot of cool outfits for it, too. But yeah, I do plan to revisit the game eventually. I would say I would wait until next season, but they've kind of scrapped the whole premise of seasons. Which is kind of baffling, because that was like one of the coolest things that Fall Guys had for it. Is like, oh, well, originally it was like a couple, like every several months, but now it's like maybe once a year, and now they just like completely scrapped it. But it's like, oh, you can just come back to Fall Guys and they have a new season. It's like, oh, we have this new theme and all these maps and, you know, all that. And they kind of scrapped that completely now. So I'm not sure, like, what I'm waiting for to go back to Fall Guys. Because normally it'd be like, oh, I'll just wait for next season. And then we'll stream it then. But now, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing. I think they add, like, maybe a new map here or there. Like, ever so rarely. Oh, that's the one I actually need. We just got a verse 3. Nice. I think there's our second verse 3 since the last Palooza, so we got 2 going into the next one. Halloween is fast approaching. We need to know your plans. I have jury duty. That's my plans. I have jury duty on Halloween. We will still be doing a normal Gems of War stream that night. Beyond that, I'm not quite sure what we're doing. Not sure if we'll have an outfit yet. We might not. Honestly, I might just wear what I wore to jury duty just for the joke. I'm still not even sure what I'm wearing for jury duty. But I might just stay in my jury duty outfit all day. And then wear that on stream. And that will be my Halloween outfit. Formal tacit. The only problem is the shirt that I plan to wear, I think, actually green screen slightly. It's actually a really bright blue shirt. Because I said to bring something warm. I don't think it's too big of an eyesore for that kind of environment. But I believe that blue does end up green screening. We need a special Halloween stream. Full gold dragon suit. Oh yeah, I still never got that in that game. That is still a milestone I eventually want to get in Fall Guys. But the amount of time we'd still have to grind that game to get it is just so high. Like, I would have to play Fall Guys for about another, I want to say 500 hours to get it. Though I do still kind of want to get it at some point. Though with how much we currently play, it is pretty much never happening. I think I'm like 900 crowns short. Unless they have something that makes it really easy to farm crowns. Other than season passes. Unless they have something like super easy to farm crowns these days. That or our win rate just gets way better. Maybe the player base has gotten so bad that we can win. Because normally you would think over time, oh, the player base would get better. But honestly, I feel like Fall Guys is a game where the player base is going to get worse over time. Because all the super, like, ultra tryhards would have probably moved on to other games. So in theory, it might be one of those weird niche games where over time the player base gets worse, not better. Because all the best players just end up leaving. Which would actually be kind of something funny. There are a few games that have that effect. Very rarely is that a thing, though. Because generally speaking, as time goes on, the player base of a game gets way better overall. But I feel like Fall Guys is a casual enough of a game that the player base could overall get worse as time goes on. Not as on an individual player-to-player basis. Obviously, everyone will get better over time. But I mean on an, like, overall total player base remaining. I feel like Fall Guys is a game where it will get worse rather than better. Not because any individual person's getting worse, but because the overall total percent of player base would be like more casual, newer players compared to people who've been playing it for forever. Though there'll still be some of those people, though, of course. Wear a clown costume to the jury? No. I still haven't picked out pants for jury duty yet, either. I already know everything else I'll probably be wearing, but I still don't have pants. Though I might go pick up a nice shirt while I'm out, too. Might as well. Because almost every shirt I have is just a solid color basic t-shirt. Which wearing it under my coat thing is probably fine. I don't really have like a formal shirt. I have like a couple button downs and stuff like that, but nothing like super formal. I still can't believe I got jury duty on Halloween. Out of like every random day that it could fall on, it's gonna fall on Halloween and my birthday. What a weird combination of days. I sure hope I don't have to do it on my birthday, though. I wonder how many more games are out there that no one knows about, kind of like how Gems of War is a secret. There has to be a ton of them. Like, very niche games that has, like, a pretty dedicated player base, but, like, if you ask a normal person, like, no one will know it exists at all. Because Fall Guys, despite having a player base almost equal to Gems of War these days with how much they've fallen, maybe it's still slightly bigger. Like, their peak was, like, absurd. Like, everyone knows it. Like, you ask anyone, they'll probably know, like, briefly, like, what vaguely Fall Guys is. Or at least anyone who knows, like, somewhat gaming. Like, even if they haven't played it, it's like, oh yeah, Fall Guys, that one, like, party game thingy. That got completely overshadowed by Among Us. And if they don't know Fall Guys, you just mention Among Us and then they'll know. Actually, Among Us has fallen also quite a bit, hasn't it? It's kind of weird how that game went, because it had, like, no player base for, like, a year. And then somehow had, like, the entire player base of existence. And now it's back to, like, normal game levels. Which are probably, like, a few thousand people at any given time. If that. Well, if you count all the platforms, probably a few thousand. Because the Steam numbers isn't every platform, obviously. So I gotta remember, we're going to 30 minutes this time instead of 15. Oh, did we ever hand out a third code, by the way? Does anyone remember? I have no clue. We need to hand out a third code at some point during this. And I honestly cannot remember if I ever haven't. Do British judges still wear those wigs? Oh, I know exactly what wig you're talking about, too. It's just an iconic looking wig. I have no clue why I know what that looks like. But I do know what you're referring to. Oh, okay, only two, so we still need to go do another one. Also, I've such short-term memory. Whenever people answer something in chat, I actually forget what they're answering. Because when you said no, only two, I actually forgot what you were even referring to with that. Until I realized, like, seconds later, it's like, oh yeah, I asked a question. My memory's gonna be horrible later on. I'm in just my late 20s now, and I have, like, none. I don't know, my memory works really weirdly as far as what it decides it wants to remember or not. It has, like, absurdly good memory for some things, and then absolutely abysmal for others. Early onset dementia. Mr. C. No, I'm not a fan of piercings, personally. Of, like, any kind. Like, I would never wear any of them. I never really understood the point of them. Like, I'd never even do something as basic as pierce my ring. I mean, pierce my ring. Pierce my ear, I mean. Even something as basic as that, I would never do. It just feels so weird, like, having metal in you. It also feels like a slight magnetic and electrical hazard. Go into a jury and shout, "Objection!" I still have never played any of those Phoenix Wright games. I've heard they're pretty decent. I've never played a single one. I feel like those games have, like, negative replay value, though. Like, it is a game you could only ever play once, and then never again. There's a whole appeals the first time through. Yeah, I don't mind people that wear piercings. I just never really understood them. That and colored hair. Like, I don't mind people who have piercings and colored hair. But I would, like, never color my hair. Or at least not, like, an unnatural color. Like, if I was to make it blacker or browner or, like, blonder, then maybe. But, like, I would never make it, like, blue or something. Or pink or anything like that. That and tattoos. All three of those. Anything that, like, modifies the body. Never personally for me. Like, I don't mind people that do. But never been a fan of any of them. How close are we to that next level? Will we be able to make it? Okay, we're not close enough. I was gonna say, I'll hand out the next redeem code when I gain that level. But we'll probably do it before we get that level, because that's probably... we might not even reach it. We have 2 boosters left. Well, you know, 20 minutes. Technically 21 minutes left. The final countdown. Oh, so technically it's a count up, not count down. Actually, the timer that I have actually only counts up, not down, I'm pretty sure. We need to get a different one to count down with. At least for what we're doing right now, it almost makes sense to have like a 30-minute counting down rather than a 0 counting up to 30. That could have gotten you out of jury duty. I hate tattoos and piercings and weird colored hair. Why is everyone trying to get me out of jury duty? Is it that bad? Because everyone I've been talking to is like, oh yeah, you should find like some kind of excuse to get out of it. Or say this to get out of it. Like, to a degree, I want to get out of it, but honestly, to some degree, I also kind of want to do it. Only once, though. Like, I want to do it, like, once in my life to say I've done it, and then, like, never again. To a degree, I could still say that, even if they reject me, but you know what I mean? We only get to see, like, half the process if we do get rejected. Do I really want to do jury duty? No. Well, I don't know. If I could, like, instantly get there, I would. The problem is the travel time. It is very far away. It's like a 40-ish minute drive, if not longer. During, like, peak traffic time when everyone's going to work and everything, too. So it'll take even longer. Because if the core house was like 5-10 minutes away, I'd be like, oh yeah, might as well. Be a fun experience. But it's just such a long drive. Like, I have no clue how people do like 1 hour commutes every day to go to work. I think the furthest I have ever had to go for any job was 15 minutes. Like, I can't imagine like an hour plus to get to a location every day for work. This is so long. You can't complain about the jury system if you don't partake. No, you can still complain about it. I'm still not even sure what I'm supposed to do at jury duty. Like, I know vaguely what you do. But, like, don't have, like, the slightest clue. Hey, we'll hand out the code at the 15-minute mark. Also, let me start queuing up the code, because honestly, with how many in-between screens I need to start queuing it up with, it's gonna take a little while. I just realized, when am I gonna hand out the Halloween code? I guess we'll do it on the night when we do jury duty, when we come back. Because I actually do have a code for one of the old pets. I didn't remember which one, but one of them. I think it might have been the first Halloween pet ever, so if you ever missed the very first Halloween pet in Gems of War, which statistically would be higher than average than any other pet, then we will have that on Halloween night. But there you go. There's the final code. Might as well have it now. There you go. Enjoy. Still got another 17 minutes to go, though. As Isabel mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Oh, we got a merchant. Oh, yeah, I skipped the other Imperial. I'm going for this one. We do actually still need Imperials, so I will go for all of them. We don't have an immediate need for Imperials, because the way that deed books work is, given that there's 6 colors, you have a big burst where you use a lot of Imperials all at once, because you're upgrading 6 different color deed books in those 6 kingdoms. But then you have a long, long dry streak where you're mostly accumulating deed books and not using any Imperials. So we currently have a big spike that's coming up very soon when we're going to have 6 30-star maxed kingdoms. But then we're going to have a long time before we get like the next set of deeds when we'll need the next set of Imperials. I'm still slightly short on Imperials for when we do that first 6. Not by much. I think we're like 10 short or something. Like some kind of really small amount. Azella Sani! Welcome, welcome. And no problem. Enjoy. Also, I know the timer's still going. We're doing another... we actually have a 30-minute timer here. Such an easy way to check to see if it's still going. See how much XP we have here. Yep, still going. Alright, 14 more minutes, and that'll be all of them. I'll probably call it for tonight. Until tomorrow, we'll go over all the weekly spoilers, all the teams. Don't forget to go cover the other teams as well. I actually forgot to cover Under Spire teams in my weekly video this most recent week. The reason being the previous week is the two modes actually had the same teams. And because of that, I consolidated how many teams I had there. But in doing so, I forgot to switch it back this week. So I actually completely forgot to go cover Under Spire teams. Honestly, Under Spire was a little tough this week. Not the toughest we've ever had. I would say that was probably the first week ever when we had to use like Ketris and stuff. But I would definitely say it's the second hardest Under Spire we've had so far. If you wanted to win quickly, that is. The safe builds were kind of easy because all you had to do is like use Draculas with Elementals and you were probably fine. But the quick kill teams were kind of sketchy because they weren't particularly quick. And the ones that were a little bit riskier compared to the safer ones. Oh, merchant, anything good? No, wow, awful. Also, gosh, curse runes cost so much. I always forget how much those little curse shard thingies cost. We're gonna need a ton of them too, probably next patch. Whenever we do get the Soulforge update, you know how the Soulforge is currently teasing right now, like, hey, you can upgrade it, even though you can't upgrade it right now. If they do expand Soulforge, at bare minimum, unless they add another new currency, at bare minimum, any further upgrade will cost curse runes. It's one of the few things curse runes are actually used for. It's to upgrade any future Soulforge. So if we are getting an expansion to Soulforge, which teaser text in game would imply, if we're getting that in the next patch or two, which the next patch could be next week or next 2 weeks potentially, definitely sometime before the end of this year, that will cost curse runes. How many? We don't know, but the number could easily be in the thousands. I honestly can't remember how many we needed to do the 10 levels previously. But however many we need for the next 5 or 10 levels, probably going to easily be a couple thousand curse runes, if not more. I'm not even sure if I'll have enough. I'm not even sure how many we're sitting on. I want to say 5,000. Give or take a little. You know how to get out of jury duty, sniff all the empty seats, and say, that's good? No. They're an ingredient for vault keys. Honestly, I don't feel like they're worth making into vault keys. If you were to use current curse runes for any one thing, I would say there are 2 things that it is best for. The most common best one is orbs. Their rate for converting into orbs, assuming you have the Celestials to do so, honestly not that bad. The other one is if you have multiple accounts, converting your gems on the account you don't care about, and then gifting them all to the account that you do care about, can give you a pretty sizable amount of gems. You could basically convert, while you do need all the curse runes to do so, you could basically convert gems at half the rate of their value. So if you had 10,000 gems and all the curse runes to do it, which is still a lot of curse runes, but Yeah, you could convert that into 5,000 gems to anyone you want, either to your other account or to, you know, anyone. As long as you're in the guild, I believe. Which isn't a horrible way of using them. I don't think there's that many people really bothering to do that compared to just, you know, buying gems directly through something. There's a bit of a cheesy method, which is one of the reasons why that conversion rate is so bad. Because they didn't want people to just make all accounts and just send, like, all the gems to an account. You still can, but the conversion rate's just, not the greatest. Though it would be a little bit better if curse runes ever became more accessible through various mechanics. Because the biggest thing that actually bottlenecks is the number of curse runes you have. And generally an alt account that you might be playing on the side generally will not have that much curse runes. Might have a handful, but not enough to send like a couple hundred gems to an account. It'd be hard to send thousands to an account, or even tens of thousands. But no, as far as overall value, I would say orbs are currently the highest. As far as like any one thing you can convert the curse runes to at this exact moment in time. Mostly because those rolls at some of the better orbs. In hopes that you get some of them. Oh, Lord of Slaughter. That's gonna be annoying. Luckily, you didn't get any chance to do anything. Oh, it's also Explore 1, so realistically, you can't really do anything. Those Doom Skulls still do hit for the full +5. Though, of course, his skull actual damage is pretty much 0. But all those +5s still add up. Also, I just realized something. Is the timer not centered? Does the timer all the way in the corner look centered to you guys? Because when I'm looking at it on the stream, it doesn't look centered. But for whatever reason, on my streaming software, it actually looks perfectly centered. But on the stream itself, it looks like it needs to go up like 7 pixels. Looks like it's like a mile off. And by centered, I mean vertically, not horizontally. Because obviously it's not a horizontally centered. It's all the way in the bottom right corner. Oh, actually, the other way around. It's not vertically centered, it's horizontally centered. Wait, or is it the other way around? How's that work? Wait. Well, I guess it depends how you look at it. Pretty sure the bailiff will stop you before you reach the judge. It looks like it's aligned with the bottom of the top circles. Oh yeah, that little circle effect. I almost forgot that's even there. I always keep thinking that's just like a gray area of solid gray. I forgot there are a bunch of little circles there that go in the little sparkly thingies. Just so the screen's not idling as much. Little jingly sparkles. Also, I always meant to like change the background behind me. I still have never bothered. We've been using the same background for like 3-4 years straight. I could change it to literally anything. Kind of one of the fun things about having a green screen. I need to figure out where the file directory is for it though. Because I'm pretty sure that is buried in no man's land these days. But anyone with any last minute questions, let me know. Because once those last 4 minutes are up, probably calling it a night. Halloween themed background, we might. Someone's joking about a jury duty background on the day we do jury duty. But I don't know, maybe we can figure out something Halloween to go put back there. Why did I not want to do the Moonstone upgrade? Oh, it affects shiny hunting. Yeah, I saw your message pop up on my phone, but I wasn't able to do it because I was setting up the stream. But, so, to the Moonstone question, there's an upgrade in that game that makes enemies auto-run away from you. And by that, I mean in the overworld, they will run away from you. So kind of like Repel in Pokemon in a sense, but in the overworld. The problem with this is there's actually a shiny hunting method that is pretty AFK. And if they're not going to add a better shiny hunting method, it actually might be the best shiny hunting method in the game. I haven't actually seen a video on it, but we were messing around with it off stream. We did a little bit on stream, but we never actually bothered going all the way till we got a shiny, because normally it takes like 2 hours. Actually, technically an hour and a half. But basically, you just keep clicking the same spot on your screen. You could probably even use an auto-clicker for it. I don't think you would get banned in a game like that. Though I've always done it manually, just while watching TV or something. But you can literally just like spam click the same spot over and over again. And the shinies just come straight to you. But if they ran away from you in the overworld, the shinies would not come to you. So all you have to do is spam click run away on your screen. Do that for like an hour to 2 hours straight. And just don't run away from the shiny, and boom, you get a shiny. That's how shiny hunting works in that game. Or at least one way that it can work. Until they add a better, more dedicated way. It's how we got 3 out of our 4 shinies. Though we never bothered doing that method a single time on stream. Well, we've done the method, but we haven't done it till we got a shiny. We only did it to try to reroll into other things we needed to catch. And I can show it the next time we do a Moonstone Island stream to show you what I mean. Yes, I know what vertical and horizontal are. I mean that in the sense of the concept of what exactly is verticalizing or horizontalizing a already horizontal angled thing. But yes, generally, when you're vertically centered something, that means to the 2 x values, it would be centered. And then horizontal, or sorry, to the 2 y values, it would be centered. And then horizontal would be to the 2 x values. And that's the easiest way to denote it. But given that the thing is already horizontal, it's like, how do you horizontal a horizontal thing? I mean, how do you verticalize a horizontal thing? Like, let's say something is 1 pixel horizontal. I guess technically you can still verticalize it the same way, but it's 1 pixel vertical. One more fight. Actually, I think that was the final fight. Okay, we still got EXP. This next one should show no EXP then. And I think that's it. Back down to 0. It should be a battle that just gives us standard EXP. Well, we still have the 100%. Which technically, we still could be farming some EXP. We're still getting like, what, 30-something more EXP than we normally would be. But, of course, it's not doubled. Hey, we got a redeem code. Oh, yeah, that was the 3rd redeem code we handed out. Thank you, whoever keeps claiming for us. But anyways, guys. I think I'll be calling it here for tonight. Oh, before we do, let's go claim our level up reward. What was it? Did we get anything good here? 3 exalted keys. No, the answer is no. There we go. We got 10 keys now. But anyways, guys, I think we'll wrap it there for now. We will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. Aside from that, we will have a video going up tomorrow as we always do, just going over all the weekly stuff, teams. Actually, remember to include all the teams hopefully this time, including under Spire. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do that right now just so I don't forget, because I know I will forget. I'm going to literally do it right now. I'm going to go type in Underspire and Underspire load, just so I can't possibly forget later in the morning or tonight whenever I do it. Underspire and Underspire low, so I can't possibly forget to not include them this time. Because the reason I didn't was because we didn't have placeholders for them. Because the other week, they were both the same team, so I consolidated them. But if I have that there, I will not forget to do it. Actually, you know what? I'll even move it up to where I normally cover them too. Because I normally cover them up here. I'm going to do this so I can't possibly, under any circumstance, forget to include it in the video. There we go. And this will be the Doom teams. These will be the Underspire teams. This will be the faction event teams. This will be the, I don't remember what the hero class is. And we actually have a faction. I'll be covering that in a separate video on Friday. And then we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I will catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. As always, greatly appreciated. And see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.